This is a Rogue Media Network production.
Hello, everybody. Today's conversation is a topic we don't really talk about easily, but one that really touches everyone. It's something everyone faces, and that's caring for someone at the end of life. Hospice care is often misunderstood. Many people think of it simply as the final stage of medical care, but it really is so much more than that. Hospice is about comfort, it's about dignity, it's about helping patients and their families experience peace and support and compassionate care through a really meaningful time of life, in fact. So I'm so happy to have with me today longtime friend Micah Burgess,
Hi, Ann.
who is community liaison with Altus Care, and also Brad Bates, who is
Yes.
program director
Yes.
for Altus. And Altus Hospice, I was not familiar with before I started doing a little research about this, but it's nationally known and renowned and wins all kinds of awards.
Correct. They've been around at least 18 years, I would say.
Yeah.
Just new location here in Waco, which we're real excited about.
Well, that's exciting because it is something new from that. The 2025 CAHPS honor. What does that mean?
That has to do with caregivers, the quality of care that you're receiving from those caregivers. And that's a pretty big award to receive for sure.
Mm-hmm. Well, so glad you're here to
Thank
talk
you.
about this. We were talking earlier that it's sorry. I'm dealing with a little cold here. Hospice care is something that it really is misunderstood. When you say, Brad, that it's the kind of thing people think, oh, that's the end. The last thing you want to do is call in hospice. But really, that should be kind of the first thing you're thinking in terms of.
Yeah, I think that for me, I've been in this business in the hospice arena for about 25 years now.
So you are not new to this.
No, not at all. So, I've seen a lot of the same things over and over again, year after year. It is the misinformation. There's a lot to know about hospice, and I think people wait until the very last minute, because like you said, it's the last minute thing, when in fact it should be a longer period of time to help process so people can get ready. Advanced care planning, those kinds of things need to happen as well. It's about creating a space for families and patients to be together, to accept the miracle of the end of life, and it's no different than the beginning of life. The same door that we come in the beginning, that same miraculous birth happens. It's no different than the end of life. It's the exact same door. We go across the same threshold on the way out. For me personally, it's about creating that unconditional loving space, so that people are prepared and able to accept and greet that miracle when it comes to them.
Mhm.
So,
Mike, of course, you and I met when we were dealing with the miracle of birth, talking about your doula business.
Right.
And you had a podcast. You wrote a hilarious book about births. I mean, one of the funniest books I've ever read.
Oh, thank you.
And then I hear that you're working in hospice care. And I thought, okay, you had gone from one extreme to the other.
Full circle. Yes,
Full
ma'am.
circle.
Yes, ma'am. I agree with Brad. Birth and death are pretty similar. They're both very monumental,
Right.
vulnerable.
Profound.
Yes, and they can be really, really great experiences, and they can be horrible experiences. And so with hospice, what we're looking for is a positive experience for not just our patient, but for our patient's family and loved ones. and the support that you get. I think that's what drew me to this switch, this change. When I retired from birth doula services, probably in 2023, I was online. I was mentoring other doulas, and I did that for about a year. But I missed that service part of what I was getting to do and actually getting to support people, right? And so when this opportunity came along for me, I saw pretty quickly that, wow, this fits who I am, and it feels very similar to be a part of something so important in someone's life. And so for me, it's really a good fit and a full circle moment for sure.
Yeah, without a doubt, without a doubt. But as you mentioned the family, that really is so important, because the family, um, as full-time caregivers, when that patient needs more and more
Right.
care, it is so hard for them. Um, but they can kind of be feeling like, well, I'm just giving up.
Right. Right.
We
Right.
got to call hospice. Okay, where there's no hope. But
That means
that's
you waited
really
too long.
Not the way. That's not the way to look
That's
at
right. If you're thinking that means you probably waited too long before you called hospice. Hospice isn't intended just for the last few weeks or the last few days. I mean, we're talking about months and months and months of care. When someone's entering that end of life is pretty relative when you're talking about an 80-year-old, right? I mean, that doesn't have to mean just a few weeks or a few days. And so the extra support that people need when they've been diagnosed with something that they're not going to recover from, there is no more like cure for what they're dealing with. Treatments aren't working. Like, this is more than likely what they'll be dying from. That is the time to be calling in hospice, even though they're not on their deathbed. Brad, jump in with what I just said. For sure.
Yeah, again, I think you go back to preparation and understanding that we all are humans, and life will end.
Yeah, nobody's going to live forever.
Right.
And so it's about being prepared for that. It's about getting prepared, especially like you said with families. And I recently took off. I left hospice for a year and a half, and I had my mother with me, and she had dementia, and we brought her up and had her in our home for about a year and a half. And for me, it was after all of these years of being in hospice and knowing what I thought I knew,
Yeah.
until you actually go through that process. And on a day-to-day, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week basis, then you start to realize, I certainly realize how difficult it can be, and the things that are unspoken in the care, in that day-to-day delivery of that care. So for me, it's like, I think there's a renewed sense of understanding of where families are in the process, and helping meet them where they are. As far as like, it's almost like it's unconditional for us. There's no judgment. We're going to be where you are because you need us, and you need this help. The extra resources are available. It's about being prepared. It's about helping families understand what's next, what's going to come next, especially like with dementia care. It's very difficult for people to understand what it's like to be living with a family member with dementia. And it's very, very, very difficult. So I think having a team of people that understand, caregivers that understand that, and we're there 24 hours a day. You can call at 2:00 in the morning if something happens. And I think that's one of the beauty of it, is that that's the only service you can get that has somebody there that's going to be available to you 24 hours a day. And I think that gives them that sense of being able to relax a little bit and not feel like they're totally alone going through.
But you're not physically with them 24 hours a day. I mean, someone is on call.
Yes.
So who all is involved in the care process? Do you have physician, I guess, nurse practitioners? Who do you have?
It's physician led. So it's physician led. The team is physician led. So you have nurses, you have caregivers like CNAs, you have chaplain services, social work services, volunteer services. So we have a myriad of services available for people. Yes. Again, everybody's different. Every single case that we look at, every family we come across, every situation is different. So we really work and focus on individualized care so that we make sure that our care plan meets the needs of the families and the patients together. And they're all different. And so
Right.
it's about pulling the right mix together and helping people. So,
Yeah, I mean, I've heard of some patients really starting to do better once they went on hospice
It's true.
because they stopped taking some of the medications and things that they were taking prophylactically, and suddenly they start feeling better. And
yeah, a lot of it is if you look at normal decline, the way we decline, it's almost like a stair step. You go along, and then you have an exacerbation. You may have something that puts you in the hospital. You go and
right.
you dip, and then you plateau. You get stable again. You go home, and then it happens again. So it's a stepwise. And when we look at hospice service, you can actually stop that step down decline, and hospice supports that decline. We help people not have to go back to the hospital. So if we can stop the little things from happening during the month or 2 months between hospitalizations, we can keep you out of the hospital longer. And those little events, each time, is going to bring you down. Your decline is going to be even further and more rapid. So it's really important to have that care there, that you've got nursing that's looking at you, that's every week. We can see the small
right.
nuances, the
Because,
changes.
I mean, they're taking notes.
as they
It's
change.
full-blown
Yes.
medical care.
Oh, right.
Right.
From that standpoint.
Absolutely.
As
Absolutely.
opposed to having to go to a doctor. And
Right.
most families, as you get older or
Well,
weaker,
just,
it's
loading
hard.
up, getting in the car, going,
Yes.
sitting, waiting in a waiting room,
Right.
Yeah. Not fun.
Right.
So we bring the care to you.
Right.
Personalized, which is that extra support that people at this stage in life deserve.
Gosh, so much more I want to talk to the two of you about. And we're going to take a quick break. I want to tell you today's show is brought to you by Universal Windows. You can transform your home with our premium window, door, and siding installation services. Universal Windows Direct, Central Texas, makes upgrading your home simple and stress-free. Call Universal Windows Direct, Central Texas today. They're located in Woodway. Stay with us. There's more of the show ahead.
Like Alan Samuels always said, Waco has a lot to offer, and so do we at Alan Samuels Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Fiat. Come by, let's be friends.
Earning an online certification is a quick and convenient way to gain industry-recognized credentials. Select your ACLS course. Print your ACLS certificate. You can print your certification wallet card. aclsnow.com.
Our patented handles were launched in 2018. We continue to push the boundaries of strength training. Join us in making your training more natural and effective. Visit Engels90.com to learn more and revolutionize your workout.
Cleanse your body of accumulated toxins and embark on your wellness journey at your own pace. At Global Healing, we provide premium supplements to help your body heal naturally. Start your healing journey today at globalhealing.com and organichemp.com.
They really ask for your feedback when you go to the support department to make sure.
Getting an online certification is a quick and convenient way to gain industry-recognized credentials. Select your ACLS course. Print your ACLS certificate. You can print your certification wallet card. aclsnow.com.
Our patented handles were launched in 2018. We continue to push the boundaries of strength training. Join us in making your training more natural and effective. Visit engels90.com to learn more and revolutionize your workout.
Cleanse your body of accumulated toxins and embark on your wellness journey at your own pace. At Global Healing, we provide premium supplements to help your body heal naturally. Start your healing journey today at globalhealing.com and organichemp.com.
If I had somebody that was looking for a car, I would definitely recommend Allen Samuels. The trust that I have, the care that they take, they genuinely want to take care of you. They really ask for your feedback when you go to the support department to make sure they're taking care of you in every way possible. So I really appreciate that they listen to your feedback.
Like Allen Samuels always said, Waco has a lot to offer, and so do we at Allen Samuels Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Fiat. Come by.
Enjoy a quiet atmosphere with beautiful river views at the Brazos Landing, located in Waco along the Brazos River across from McLean Stadium. Enjoy homemade dishes like shrimp and grits, chicken piccata, braised short ribs, prime New York steaks, and more. Plus, enjoy a delicious dessert like creme brulee or key lime pie. Open for lunch and dinner Tuesday through Sunday. Brazos Landing in Waco, the only place where I-35 and the Brazos River meet.
What is
Said I only bet on losing horses. I said I've never been that important. So draw a crowd, have them all come out and see me shine. Don't too much within this world. Gave my heart to all the wrong girls. I know that it won't make it right. Running out of gas, running out of time. I'm still running hard, chasing that first high. Well, I don't know how far this thing can go, but I'm taking my days as they come, words as they're spoken. Remember that night when I gave my heart to you. I told you that I loved you and it's what I was born to do. And when you said you didn't, that was fine. You just broke me in two to send me on down that line. Running out of gas, running out of time. I'm still running hard, to whoever's laid up next to you tonight. I hope he's a better man. I hope he knows just what he has. He holds on tight while he can. Now I'm running out of gas, running out of time. I'm still running so damn hard, chasing that first high. I don't know how far this thing can go, but I'm taking our days as they come, the words as they're spoken. Come on home. She said, I wanna bet on losing horses. I said, I've never been that important.
And we're back with Micah Burgess and Brad Bates. They are with Altus Hospice, which is brand new in Central Texas, but not new nationwide. It's got quite a renowned reputation.
Yes, ma'am.
For hospice care. And we've been talking about what kind of drew you into this kind of work. Brad, what kind of drew you into hospice care?
You know, I don't know that I was necessarily drawn into hospice. I think it was maybe a decision made by somebody other than me. So, you know, for me, I started off in home care many years ago, and home care just kind of led naturally to hospice. And so I am originally from Houston, so I had gone to nursing school in Houston and had the privilege of being in the Houston Medical Center. So I learned a lot about hospice through MD Anderson, and had a lot of mentors along the way that really kind of showed me where I needed to be. And once I got there, it was like, at this point, I don't know that I could do anything else other than hospice. I think for me, I found my place, my calling as a nurse. And that was, you know, people ask me all the time, how do you do hospice? I can't do hospice. My heart's just too soft for hospice.
Right. You get attached to people.
And for me,
and you know you got to say goodbye.
For me, that's where I find the beauty in that, being able to be with people, families, help with situations that are the most darkest, you know, tough situations. And I truly believe that I'm there for a higher reason, a higher purpose. And I feel that so for me, I'm guided by my God, and that's where kind of how I got led into hospice. So.
Well, we've talked a little bit, Mike, about how you kind of decided kind of totally shift gears.
Right.
Totally shift gears. What has surprised you about working in hospice care, Micah Burgess?
Right. As I started to talk to people about it, I usually lead with, I was shocked at how much I did not know about hospice. I thought I had a pretty good handle, a pretty good understanding, but just surprised at how much I didn't know. And, you know, again, one of the main things is how I'll go back to what I'm rooted in a long time ago, 20 years ago with birth. You're planning for that. Most people don't just show up. They're planning for that. They've read some
they
things.
should be taking vitamins. They should be doing all those things.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And the same thing is true for end of life, that you want to be planning and preparing for that. And there's so many resources out there that people just don't know about. And hospice is a great way to get tapped into a lot of those resources. Hospice has those resources. Even if your loved one is not hospice appropriate yet, now you know what you're looking for. I think the decline part, at least on my side of healthcare for such a long time, most of us are looking for someone to get better, right? That's the nature of healthcare. But the truth is who's really watching for those declines? Do people know what those signs are that would indicate, okay, looks like we're headed in a direction. We're not about to die, but it looks like there's some things that are coming up. My own personal experience, when my father passed away about 20 years ago, he had an aneurysm and had surgery, about 12-hour surgery, ended up in a coma for several months, was on dialysis, he had polio when he was little, his leg was amputated while he was in a coma.
Oh my gosh.
He just was not, he finally kind of woke up, but nobody had been talking to us about he's not going to be the same. Like he's not going to recover from this. This took him down. This is going to take him out probably. Nobody talked to us about that. They're talking about him going to rehab. And my stepmom put together this, poster of all our pictures and names and all this kind of stuff, which is sweet. But at the same time, none of us are prepared. And we got a phone call at 2 a.m. and he died of a heart attack by himself in a hospital.
Oh.
None of us were there. And so I feel like if we had been given the opportunity, if someone had come and talked to us about hospice care and what that means, what that can look like, guiding us through those steps, I don't think he would have been by himself. I think we would have been there with him. But we didn't know what to look for. And so that's what I'm super passionate about, Anne, is the education part of hospice. I don't want anybody to go through what I went through. What I do hear about hospice, people that have used hospice, they are so thankful. They're like, I don't know how we would have done this. Or people whose loved ones died just within a few days are like, oh my gosh, I wish I'd called you guys sooner. This has been amazing, this support. And so I think that's really what I'm passionate about, is getting out there, really talking to people who are serving this in your community and saying, hey, are we preparing people for end of life? Do people really know what's out there, what those resources are? Because if they don't, let's start talking about it. And honestly, I need people to be talking to me. Now, I'm not at the end of life, but my parents are going to be headed in that direction. I need to be educated. I want to know what to be looking for as well as them, right? And so that's kind of where I'm really passionate about.
Yeah, no, absolutely. In my own case, when my dad had cancer and he was young, he was like 67.
Wow.
And looking back, my mother could have really benefited so much from hospice care, and she kind of bore that caregiver role, and it was just so
tough,
hard, And hospice is for more than just the patient; it's for the family.
100%. I mean, at the end of the day, the patient is receiving that practical care, and now, because they are feeling better, because they are being taken off some of those meds that were really hard on them, or they're being treated for comfort, they're able to have conversations with their loved ones. That the anxiety is not there. They're breathing better. And so now there's this actual, connection that can happen. And that is huge for the family, huge for the loved ones, right? Because they're the ones that are going to be left here on this earth once their loved one has passed away. How has this experience left them?
Right. Do they feel like those conversations happened, those special moments,
right?
Singing a hymn or whatever.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah. No, I'm a big believer in it. You've got healthcare professionals that work with you, but you do have volunteers. How can folks learn more about being a volunteer in hospice?
Actually, just call our office. It's very simple. It's real easy. We need all the volunteers we can get. I think that volunteerism in hospice is very, very important. And so, yes, we're looking every day for new volunteers. And yeah, again, just call the office and we can direct anybody to become a volunteer. Mhm.
Yeah, I remember a long time ago when I was working at the TV station, one of our young reporters had come in and she volunteered for hospice, and I thought it was just
Wow.
so shocking to me. I thought that just didn't seem like something a 20-something-year-old, and she loved doing that, was passionate about it.
Yes, yes. I've had people say they love being around the senior community. All of the amazing experiences that they've gone through, the stories that they tell.
Hmm.
You just glean so much from being with someone who's seasoned in life. And then, again, to get to be a part of their end of life journey is 100% a privilege. Spiritual, it's beautiful. I mean, it's life changing for sure.
Yeah, you mentioned there's beautiful deaths and maybe not so.
Right.
Have you experienced that? Have you seen that?
My experience is limited. Unfortunately, mine is on the birth side. And so when a baby passes away unexpectedly, as soon as they're born, that's
Oh,
devastating. That's hard. That's hard to watch. Having said that, the family that I was with who lost their baby, she ended up becoming one of my doulas because of the support that she received in the middle of all that. That even though this was a tragedy, the experience she would tell you was positive, which is amazing. And because of that, she said, "Hey, I want you to train me. I want to be a doula." So that just tells you that again, death can lead into some really amazing things, for
yeah.
family members and for loved ones, things that you're not expecting.
Yeah, I've heard some interesting stories from some other hospice workers that I have been able to interview. Um, really interesting what it seems, some continuity and what they see toward the very last stage of life,
Right.
and kind of where they are spiritually makes a huge impact
Oh yeah.
on
Definitely.
how that end comes. Have you seen that as well, Brad?
For me, I think I'd look back on all of the years and all of the experiences that I've had in hospice, and I call them like the last breath, being with patients and
Mm-hmm.
families, and I've seen some very miraculous things, and people talk about, is there life after death? And for me, I can tell you, yes, there's something there.
There's
There is
something.
that
Yeah.
the threshold is real.
Uh-huh.
I've been in situations where it takes your breath away. It's that powerful.
Really.
Patients that see family members that are
I
coming to
know.
get them. I've got to go somewhere. I've got to pack my bag. They have taxis coming. Just all kinds of things, and it's happened so many times that for me, it's hard to say otherwise that's not real.
Yeah.
And I think for me, and other people too, but for me especially, it's like I'm reminded every single day of the frailty, the fragile components of life, and how quickly life passes, and how for me, I stop every day now, and every single moment is like a grain of sand, and in that hourglass it's falling, and instead of having that hourglass, up in the closet and upstairs hidden away for all our lives, it's like I went and found the hourglass, I brought it down, I look at it, and I realize that every single grain of sand is a miracle, and you focus on that, focus on every moment, because it goes so quickly, and I see all of the patients that I see, they're no different than me, and that's they were me 5 minutes ago, and so for me, I recognize that just tomorrow will be there as well. So yeah, it just makes every day a little bit fresher for me.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Now, you wrote a book on births. Are you writing a book?
That has not entered my mind yet, but you planted that seed, Anne, so I'll definitely be thinking about it.
Um, well, Altus Hospice emphasizes something you call clinical excellence. So let's talk a little bit about that means and what that means in practical terms.
I think it for us, it's about looking at everything that we do and striving for excellence, because that's the minimum that we should be putting
Hmm.
forth. This isn't a place to come to be mediocre. And for us, it's about being as best that you can, bringing the best care that we can bring, being there on time. Everything that we say we're going to do, we're going to do. We do it, when we say we're going to do it, responding in a timely manner so that it lowers that anxiety level for the families and the patients as well. So for us, it's about putting our best foot forward, for just from a human standpoint of what would we expect if we were in that position ourselves. So
I also think the support that we talked about earlier, that has to be excellent, not just for the patient, but for the family members. And then what I've also witnessed is the communication. So I've gotten to go on ride-alongs with some of our nurses who are caring actively for our patients. And the way that they're able to explain things to the family members, what's happening, explain the meds, why we're bringing in these meds and why we're going to go ahead and discontinue these other meds. Hey, we want to deal with the anxiety that they're feeling right now. That's why this meds is coming into play. Try to help them calm down a little bit. I mean, it's just been amazing to me, the communication. And that's, again, with family members, but then even, within a nursing facility, when you bring a hospice agency in, the communication that we have with the facility, that we're working hand in hand, we're going to be your teammate. We're not in opposition. We're all working together. And Altus does a really great job of making sure that we're carrying the ball and leading the charge on the teamwork with the facilities, so it is seamless for all of our patients and the family, for sure.
Yeah, my mom was at they've changed the name of the facility, but it was Hardis at the time,
right?
And the hospice care that she was able to stay there, even though it was independent. I mean, it was
assisted. Was it assisted living?
What is the term? It was a nursing facility. It wasn't full-blown nursing care. What am I trying to say? I can't
like skilled nursing?
No, it wasn't.
Memory care?
No. Okay, we might have to edit this part out. I've totally had a blonde moment. No, she was in
assisted living.
Assisted living. That's the word. She was in assisted living. And but they told us, they said, but at the point when she needs hospice care, she can hospice here.
Right. Not amazing.
Because normally in assisted, you have to be able to transfer, you have to be able to do some things on your own, because then you go to skilled nursing.
Yeah.
So anyway, all that to say that made that continuity, that made that so much easier on everyone involved. And then when they came in, it was really a wonderful, wonderful help during that time. Different lady came in to do the bath, just all that kind of care,
right,
was really beautiful.
Good.
And and so I can't say enough about how important hospice care is to really consider. And like you say, consider it before. Yeah, you have to.
Yes, absolutely.
Can I say it that way?
Pre-planning that's gold right there, to go ahead and you don't know what you don't know until you sit down and have this conversation with somebody.
Yeah.
And like you said at the top of the show, people don't really want to talk about this.
No.
But it's super, super important to have the conversation. Nobody wants to be flying by the seat of their pants while a loved one is struggling, right? You already want to know what the plan of attack is, right? And you know exactly when it's time to call hospice. Hey, we're going to get that extra support. We're going to get it for months and months and months and months. We're not waiting till the last minute,
but,
right?
I mean, I've heard of some people being on hospice for years.
Yeah. I know.
I mean, that's probably not the original plan of action, but still.
Yeah, I think originally hospice was developed during a time when a lot of people were dying from cancer.
Right.
And now people are living beyond cancer. And what's beyond cancer is CHF, the cardiac issues, the dementia, and those kinds of things. So they're all different. And you were talking about the continuity of care. And for me, it's about hospice can help manage and help you navigate through the end of life healthcare, which includes the physician visits, the assisted living, independent living, assisted living, where you're going to go. If you want to be at home, what's that going to take to do this? And so it's about planning that. How are we going to do this? How are we going to manage this care at home? We help people with that wherever they are. How are you going to get to tomorrow? It's about building hope for tomorrow. It's like having the best day that you can have today. And what does that look like? And what do you need to get from today to tomorrow safely, comfortably? That's what we want to know, is what are those are your needs? So that's what we look at very, very intently, is the small little incremental changes, and having patients and families be prepared for those.
Explain the term palliative care. What is that?
Palliative care, it's used, I think palliative care has always been kind of more for like pain and symptom management,
Right.
would be considered palliative care. But at the same time, hospice is somewhat a palliative care as well. It's when you come on hospice, you're on for a specific diagnosis, and other things can be related to that. So that's another part of it too, is that you want to make sure you're cared for with all of your care needs, so that palliative care may be used for another area that you're involved in. Let's say you have CHF or something, but then you also have dementia type of thing. You would be treated for palliative care would help you be pain-free, symptom-free, without necessarily being on hospice care. When you come on hospice care, you don't get palliative care per se. It's direct hospice care. So
Okay.
I think a lot of times palliative care nowadays is more about people that aren't quite ready, they don't quite meet the eligibility criteria, but we know that they are going to continue to decline. So palliative care comes in to kind of help monitor, make sure that you've got your symptoms are taken care of, to help prevent you from having to go back to the hospital or be
Right.
hospitalized. So yeah.
So if you get a UTI or something and you need an antibiotic, you will get an antibiotic. It's not like you can have no more medicine.
And I think that's one of the biggest fallacies out there, is that you don't get the care. You get everything. You just go to bed and you get morphine and that's it.
Right.
Nothing could be further from that. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, I would never allow anyone to have an infection. If it's treatable, treat it. And most of the time when you look at hospice diagnosis, it's something that we can't do much else for. There's not a whole lot else that we're going to be able to do. This is going to be a chronic type of a situation. So anything that's an acute situation, yes, it can be treated. If you're at home on hospice and you fall and God forbid you break your wrist or something, you're going to the hospital and get that fixed. You're going to get that fixed. You're going to get those infections taken care of. But again, it's about hospice can help you prevent that infection from getting out of hand, where you end up in the hospital with sepsis or something, because we were able to catch it way sooner. When you first noticed it, we were able to treat it there in the home or wherever you live, so it never gets to the point where it's out of control.
So how is hospice care paid for, and what does it cover?
There's different levels of pay. I mean, you have different sources of pay. You've got Medicare is one. You've got the Medicaid is another one. You've got the veterans have benefits as well, and then you've got private insurance that they have their benefits as well. So all of those benefits are a little bit different depending on who the payer is. And so yes, it just depends on who it is or who the payer is, how we kind of look at it. But yeah, there's resources for that.
Yeah, but some of that can provide then for the patient supplies and things like that that you've been paying out of pocket for.
Correct. Yep.
Yes.
Yep, that's true.
A lot to
Equipment
know
and
about.
meds, exactly.
Yeah,
Lots to know about.
that's what we're trying to just raise the awareness really about hospice care, and certainly about Altus Hospice, which where are you located? This is a new thing in Waco.
We are in Woodway, right on Old Hewitt Road. There's a bunch of medical buildings right in there. So that's where we're located. Started in, kind of a soft open in May, but really in the fall is when we kind of got some traction and got some patients that we're caring for. And just community awareness that we're here. Really, honestly, and we want to be a resource to people. Anybody that's in the healthcare arena or is caring for our senior community, we want them to know that we're happy to come in and educate your staff so that you are aware, right? You also are seeing the signs. We want to be a resource to people that are pre-planning, and maybe, you already know what funeral home you're going to use, and you planned that. And we want these funeral homes to know, hey, have them give us a shout. We're happy to come and talk to them so that in the end of life, they've got the best care possible. And so I'm excited about partnering with people so that we can really communicate well and let our wonderful Waco citizens know what is available to you. There's a lot available to you.
Yeah. Knowledge, as they say, is power. And in anything that you're facing in life, in this case in death, which again
is a part of life.
If Jesus tarries, it's just going to come to all of us. And hospice is truly a blessing for folks.
Yeah.
And I appreciate you both so much for taking some time to be with us again, Brad and Micah, in your brand new role, and love talking to you. Thank you.
Thank you, Ann.
Stay with us. There is more of the show ahead.
The reason that their service is outstanding because the people they have working, behind the desk, and the folks working out in the garage, taking care of business. And they give you a date, they give you a time, and that they're spot on. And they're professional, they take care of it, and they answer all your questions, and they're fun to work with.
Like Alan Samuels always said, Waco has a lot to offer, and so do we at Alan Samuels Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Fiat. Come by, let's be friends.
Apollo Neuro is a new kind of wearable that helps your body recover from stress, that helps you calm down and feel better. You sleep better, and you can get back to being yourself. Learn more at apolloneuro.com.
I had a panic moment running my hands through my hair, and that's when I found Keeps. Keeps gave me the results that I was really looking for.
I definitely felt a lot more confident once I saw my hair coming back.
Keeps has given me the control of my hair back.
Get your first month free at Keeps.com.
It's not just a glove, it's a 44 Pro. Crafted with dedication, made for performance, and built to last. Get your custom glove today at 44pro.com and experience the 44 Pro difference. That's 44pro.com, 44 Pro.
Earning an online certification is a quick and convenient way to gain industry-recognized credentials. Select your ACLS course. Print your ACLS certificate. You can print your certification wallet card. aclsnow.com.
Our patented handles were launched in 2018. We continue to push the boundaries of strength training. Join us in making your training more natural and effective. Visit Engels90.com to learn more and revolutionize your workout.
Cleanse your body of accumulated toxins and embark on your wellness journey at your own pace. At Global Healing, we provide premium supplements to help your body heal naturally. Start your healing journey today at globalhealing.com and organichemp.com.
For over 2 decades, I've come to Allen Samuels shop, especially for trucks, because I've been very satisfied with the performance of those trucks. I think the strengths of Allen Samuels is obviously in their customer service and obviously taking care of your vehicle after the sale.
Like Alan Samuels always said, Waco has a lot to offer, and so do we at Alan Samuels Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Fiat. Come by, let's be friends.
Earning an online certification is a quick and convenient way to gain industry-recognized credentials. Select your ACLS course. Print your ACLS certificate. You can print your certification wallet card. aclsnow.com.
Our patented handles were launched in 2018. We continue to push the boundaries of strength training. Join us in making your training more natural and effective. Visit Engels90.com to learn more and revolutionize your workout.
Cleanse your body of accumulated toxins and embark on your wellness journey at your own pace. At Global Healing, we provide premium supplements to help your body heal naturally. Start your healing journey today at globalhealing.com and organichemp.com.
For walking out on us, or am I losing touch? Too many games, now all our chips are lost. Luck was not enough. I opened my walking out on us, or am I losing touch? Too many games, now all our chips are lost. Luck was not enough. I opened my
For anyone that's in the car buying mode or looking for a car right now or a truck, I would definitely come by Allen Samuels, get to know the people here like I have, how well I'm taking care of the dealership and how well, service and any kind of warranty issues and those sort of things. Because of the way they take care of me, it's made me a Ram driver. And so I don't think they'd want to go anywhere else if they came here.
Like Allen Samuels always said, Waco has a lot to offer, and so do we at Allen Samuels Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Fiat. Come by, let's be friends.
Earning an online certification is a quick and convenient way to gain industry-recognized credentials. Select your ACLS course. Print your ACLS certificate. You can print your certification wallet card. aclsnow.com.
Our patented handles were launched in 2018. We continue to push the boundaries of strength training. Join us in making your training more natural and effective. Visit Engels90.com to learn more and revolutionize your workout.
Cleanse your body of accumulated toxins and embark on your wellness journey at your own pace. At Global Healing, we provide premium supplements to help your body heal naturally. Start your healing journey today at globalhealing.com and organichemp.com.
Designed to elevate the off-road experience, enabling adventurers to conquer any terrain. For 50 years, you've trusted us on your toughest recoveries, to your most breathtaking destinations, and in countless unforgettable memories.
Finance is evolving. Automation, data analytics, and AI are reshaping what finance teams do every single day. The best way to predict the future of finance is to be ready for it. If you want a head start, check out 365 Financial Analyst.
At 4U Health, we believe wellness and lab testing should be accessible, inclusive, and yes, fun. With our tech-powered at-home lab test, you save time and money while feeling your best. 4U Health. Visit 4uhealth.com today.
In Enjoy a quiet atmosphere with beautiful river views at the Brazos Landing, located in Waco along the Brazos River across from McLean Stadium. Enjoy homemade dishes like shrimp and grits, chicken piccata, braised short ribs, prime New York steaks, and more. Plus, enjoy a delicious dessert like creme brulee or key lime pie. Open for lunch and dinner Tuesday through Sunday. Brazos Landing in Waco, the only place where I-35 and the Brazos River meet.
If I had somebody that was looking for a car, I would definitely recommend Allen Samuels. The trust that I have, the care that they take, they genuinely want to take care of you. They really ask for your feedback when you go to the support department to make sure they're taking care of you in every way possible. So I really appreciate that they listen to your feedback.
Like Allen Samuels always said, Waco has a lot to offer, and so do we at Allen Samuels Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Fiat. Come by, let's be friends.
Apollo Neuro is a new kind of wearable that helps your body recover from stress, that helps you calm down and feel better. You sleep better, and you can get back to being yourself. Learn more at apolloneuro.com.
I had a panic moment running my hands through my hair, and that's when I found Keeps. Keeps gave me the results that I was really looking for.
I definitely felt a lot more confident once I saw my hair coming back.
Keeps has given me the control of my hair back.
Get your first month free at Keeps.com.
It's not just a glove, it's a 44 Pro. Crafted with dedication, made for performance, and built to last. Get your custom glove today at 44pro.com and experience the 44 Pro difference. That's 44pro.com, 44 Pro.
This is a Rogue Media Network production.